Our project topic is about a rescue inflatable boat design for flood evacuation applications. Hi, my name is Syed Azhar from 3BMMD Section 2.
Hi, I'm Aenderson Chaong and Ujih. I'm from 3BMD Session 1. Gantt chart. Gantt charts are used to guide the project growth and complete the project without missing any task. Then, the Gantt chart also keep us on the track and increase efficiency of this project.
Let's start with background. Generally speaking, an inflatable boat is a lightweight watercraft whose sides and bow front half are constructed from a flexible inflated tube. Due to their increasing appeal among professionals and adventurers, these boats have seen a significant increase in demand in the recent years. Despite their increasing demand in the recent years, inflatable boat designs have only been primarily focused on the professional markets, such as large organizations with complete neglect for the domestic consumer market space. For example, the inflatable rescue boats currently available on the market are too expensive for the regular consumers due to their professional feature set that include expensive features such as engines and motorized winches. Next, let's look at the problem statement. First of all, there are no domestic consumer-based inflatable rescue boat designs. Secondly, existing inflatable rescue boat designs are prohibitively expensive for the domestic consumer market. And finally, inflatable rescue boat designs neglect consumer-needed features such as a large storage capacity. On top of that, the rescue boats also neglect to include features that consumers need, such as a large storage space to store important personal belongings. Let's look at the aims and objectives of this project. This project aims to solve the problems mentioned by designing an inflatable rescue boat for flood applications that is aimed at the domestic consumer market space. This design will be made to be simple with only essential features to keep costs down. The features will be based around flood evacuation applications for a normal-sized family. This design will also be focused on integrating a large storage space in an elegant and cost-effective way. Product definition. With its sides and bow built of flexible tubes carrying pressurized gas, an inflatable boat is a lightweight boat that can be easily transported. Floor and hull are often flexible in smaller boats, however, for boats longer than 3 meters, the floor is generally made up of 3 to 5 stiff plywood or aluminum sheets that are fastened between the tubes but not securely linked together. It is common for the transom to be rigid, serving as a mounting site and framework for an outboard engine. A number of inflatable boats are designed to be readily dismantled and packed into a tiny volume, making them convenient to store and carry. When the boat is inflated, a foldable and detachable thwart helps to keep it stiff in the crosswaves direction. This characteristic makes these boats appropriate for use as life rafts for bigger vessels or planes, as well as for travel and recreational purposes. There are mainly two types of inflatable boats. One of them is the rigid inflatable boat. An evolution of the inflatable boat, the contemporary rigid inflatable boat, also known as RIB, features a hard floor and a solid hull, as opposed to the earlier inflatable boats. The exterior design of the hull allows it to cut through the waves more readily, resulting in a more pleasant ride while traveling at high speeds in heavy seas and weather. The hull's structural integrity allows it to accommodate a more powerful transom-mounted outboard engine or even an inboard engine. They have a shallow draught and are thus suitable for going over shallow waters and beaching in areas where there are no landing facilities, for example. Soft inflatable boats are available with several floor choices. The other type is the soft inflatable boat. A soft inflatable boat SIB lacks the rigid hull of a rigid inflatable boat and is sometimes equipped with a detachable slatted bottom that allows the boat to be carried in a car or other vehicles. The choices are between a roll-up slat floor, a hard floor made of fiberglass, aluminum or wood panels, ribbed air floor, or a high-pressure air floor. Let's look at the target market. As mentioned in Aims and Objectives section, our target market is the domestic consumer market, specifically targeting families in Malaysia living near or in areas prone to flooding. Our solution provides self-evacuation for the average-sized family and their crucial personal belongings. We'll begin with Section A, Basic Information. Next, we'll quickly go over the questionnaire results. The figure shows that the majority of our respondents are between the age of 20 to 29, which consists almost 60% of the pie chart. The second majority were between the age of 30 to 39, with almost 30% of the pie chart. The next figure shows 60% of our respondents being male and the rest being female. The figure shows half of our respondents being students. The other half shows mostly employed, with a small percentage being freelancers. This figure shows almost 60% of our respondents were bachelor's degree holders. This figure shows the location of our respondents are generally evenly distributed around Malaysia. This figure shows that our respondents were mostly engineers, but the majority of them are from central Malaysia followed by southern Malaysia. Now we will look at Section B, Preferences, Requirements and Usage Case for the inflatable boats. This figure shows more than half of our respondents have experienced flooding. This figure shows that more than half of our respondents live near an area prone to flooding. This figure shows that for the 35% majority of our respondents, flooding happens more than twice a year around them or to the people they know. On the flip side, for almost 26% of our respondents, it happens less than once a year. It happens twice a year for the third majority and once a year for the last majority. For the third and last majority of our respondents, which consists of 22% and 18% respectively, this figure shows that the majority of our respondents chose the dimensions of our inflatable boat to be about 3.5 meters by 1.5 meters. This figure shows that the majority of our respondents said the inflatable boat needs to carry 6 people. This figure shows the majority of our respondents said that we don't need a harness or a seatbelt for the inflatable boat. This figure shows that the overwhelming majority of our respondents said we need to implement a reflective design on the inflatable boat. This figure shows that our respondents said that our boat should feature an anti-slip rubber floor. This figure shows that our respondents said the inflatable boat doesn't need a collapsible roof. This figure shows all of our respondents chose a lightweight plastic paddle to be included with the boat instead of a heavy wood paddle. This figure shows slightly more than half of our respondents preferred the automatic inflatable life jacket over the buoyancy life vest. This figure shows the majority of our respondents want 2 pairs of paddles included. In this figure, anything exceeding 50% margin would be considered to be essential items to be included in the safety bag of the inflatable boat. The items that meet this criteria, according to our respondents, are first aid kit, drinking water, and the emergency food rations. In this figure, most of our respondents said the boat should include beam light. In this figure, our respondents said a winch and rope is not necessary. This figure shows that the respondents want a manual pump. This figure shows that a pump needs to be included. This figure shows the inflation valve should be located in the rear. This figure shows our respondents chose a detachable stiff wood board as the ideal seat. This figure shows the respondents want a hard floor. This figure shows our respondents chose portability over a smooth ride. This figure shows our respondents want 4 separate compartments in the storage space. Let's look at design criteria and direction. In this survey, we identified that the users want a medium to large sized inflatable boat with 6-person carrying capacity. The boat should have a reflective design, feature anti-slip rubber floor, beam lights for low visibility environments, and include 2 pairs of lightweight plastic paddles, a manual pump, as well as automatic inflatable life jackets. The boat should be designed with a hard floor and stiff detachable wooden seats and be optimized for portability. The storage space needs 4 separate compartments and needs to include a safety equipment bag that has first aid kit, drinking water, and emergency food rations.
Inflate boat element sketch 1. For the floor, there will be a hard floor that made from wood or aluminum. And for the soft floor, there will be high pressure jacket and polyurethane. For inflate tube, there will be pump valve location from the front, mid, and rear. Step guide for location are at the rear and side. Additional feature is there will be beam light, pedal harness, and life ring harness. In the seat, there will be stiffness wooden seat and a soft inflatable seat. Plus, the attachments are include pedal and the life ring. For the storage space, there will be either shape of box, cylinder, or other shape. The location can be in the front, mid, or rear. The storage space also includes an item like pump, first aid kit, emergency food ratio, drinking water, and other supply needed. The storage of the sketch 1 design can be in front, rear, or the middle. For the design are affordable and simple design, and for option 2 are efficient use for space, and also underbelly rotation cylinder storage box. It's maximum storage space, innovation, and no sitting space compromise. At the outside of boat, there will be a pedal, seat, valve pump, foot pedestal, reflect material, and also is made from a thicker front inflatable box to balance the storage weight load. There will be 4 separated compartments, relatable to expose the other compartment. For the sketch inflatable boat sketch 2, there will be can affordable for 6%. Per step, this is how it look for if a folded condition and unfolded condition and the full installment condition. The packaging are also simple to store, and the bottom of board are resistant to scratch and made from PVC material, and there are 2 pumps from inside and at the base of the board. The board also can be installed with the hard floor that be anti-slip and can maintain the boat shape. Every side of boat will be have a towering. The weight of net boat is between 50 kg. The weight of the boat is will be between 150 kilo to 200 kilo if they will be include with hard floor, storage equipment, and a person. The storage of the boat will be under the seat. The seat also can detachable seat. Under the detachable seat will be a best, first aid, food storage, and the drinking water. The pump of the boat either can be used using a foot pump. The time to take to complete the pump is between 10 minutes to 50 minutes. The pedal also include, and at the side, every side of the boat, there will be have two pedal, the lightweight pedal. Every part are easily to detach and attach, and easily to storage.